Okay, hello. My name is Luke Lane. Here's my learner analysis assignment. It's kind of a brief presentation for the second empathy challenge. I'm analyzing the learner analysis assignment for LDT 598, and I'm determining whether it is compatible with the universal design for learning. First, I will highlight some critical aspects of UDL, and the first is engagement. Students must be engaged in the content and interests peaked to maximize their ability to learn the content. There must be an effort to sustain that interest in a challenging and continual way where students can regulate their learning and become just masters of their learning abilities. Next, students need to have content delivered so they can understand it. Language and syntax must be provided in an understandable way so they know precisely what is expected of them. Lastly, content needs to be provided in formats that are accessible to all. So physical accessibility means speech-to-text or text-to-speech software is being implemented where necessary. Information is not all delivered in the same way. For example, the curriculum is not entirely lecture-based or text-based, nor should it be all multimedia-based. There must be a different way, a variety of ways for students to access the information and use the information. I'm talking an increased amount of graphics or graphic organizers. And in addition to content delivery, students have to have the chance to deliver their understanding in various formats, right, that support different executive functions. So for the learner analysis assignment specifically, there are no uses of these web applicable instructional tools. The only thing provided to students is the textbook, which they are required to analyze and record data from. The strategies utilized to solve problems are simple. Students are required to describe and list data and their analysis of the data in text format. And lastly, there are no rubrics, graphic organizers, or templates to help students plan out the information needed for the assignment. There is a list of requirements, but these are all listed just in plain text. The assignment is a read and write. Students are asked to extrapolate information from a text and rewrite their descriptions of the text evidence. Only one resource is required for the assignment. And they say chapter 2 and 3, I believe, from the same resource. So there's no opportunity to collaborate with peers either in their learning community. And most significantly, for me as an educator, this assignment capitalizes on the lowest levels of learning in Bloom's taxonomy. Describe and list are the most fundamental levels of learning, and they do not demonstrate increased comprehension of the material. The text is a static resource, and the only resource needed for students to complete the assignment. So lastly, the project uses complex vocabulary to describe the criteria for data analysis. The specific words used are use analysis methods such as descriptive statistics analysis, example, frequency counts, sums or averages to demonstrate your findings. And I think that this could be much more simplified and better explained. Despite only activating those lowest levels of learning, this assignment is not a total fail. To better restructure this assignment, I think the instructor should offer some different ways of expressing their understanding. Make a presentation, write a paper, record some audio, create a talking head video, etc. They might also provide different means of collecting data, provide some multimedia, a podcast, or some other web pages. Again, try to activate higher learning levels instead of just asking students to describe material from a textbook, describe and list, right? Make assignment criteria more clearly defined by offering a rubric or a graphic organizer of what is needed. And lastly, using web applications to deliver content instead of paper and textbooks supports all learners, especially those in an online learning environment. The resources I drew from were CAST, that's the Universal Design for Learning Guidelines, and a book on Bloom's taxonomy, taxonomy for learning, teaching, and assessing. Thanks.